All right, fellas, let me hit you with a fact that's going to wake you up. By the time you hit 30, your growth hormone levels drop by 15% every decade. That's why you recover slower, you build muscle slower, and you store fat faster, even if your workouts have not changed. But here's the good news. You don't need any injections and you don't need any shady peptides. Now, I'm speaking from my perspective. I'm speaking from science, research, and I'm not throwing shots at anybody. All right. I'm just here to let you know that you can naturally boost your HGH and look years younger by changing how you eat, sleep, and train. So I need you to stick around because in this video, I'm going to be breaking down 3 things. What HGH really does to your body. I'm also going to talk about why yours is probably low. And then at the end, I'm going to give you 5 natural ways that you can actually skyrocket it. All right. No needles, no gimmicks, just straight up, right to the point, right to the nitty gritty. Now, trust me, the last tip that I have for you is something that most guys completely overlook. So I need you guys to lock in. Stick with me because this right here, this video is going to change your physique and it's going to change it at a quicker pace. All right, so let's just get right into it. You guys know no cuts, no edits, right straight to it. HGH, let's talk about it. So that's the human growth hormone. This is basically your body's recovery and youth hormone. All right, it's produced by the pituitary gland. It controls how fast you build muscle, burn fat, and even repair those cells. You got to think of it as your body's natural anabolic switch. When the HGH is high, you stay lean, muscular, and energized. When it's low, you feel sluggish, you store belly fat, and your workouts start to feel like a punishment. All right, so that's why you guys are in your 30s, your 40s. How about this? Let me say it this way. That's why you see guys in their 30s or 40s and they actually look 30. That's why you see guys in their 30s and 40s and they actually look 20. They've mastered their HGH levels and they keep them high at a natural rate. Okay. All right. So why HGH drops after 30? All right. So that's what we're here to talk about. So I can try to help you guys avoid dropping your HGH levels. And then again, at the end, we'll talk about how you can actually boost them up. And so why does it crash? Why does your HGH crash? It's simply because life happens. You become stressed, you're sleeping less, you're eating more processed food, and you're just moving less. I was talking to my guy at the job today, talking about how we just get older and we stop moving as much as we used to back when we were young. Another thing, your cortisol, which is your stress hormone, this kills HGH production. All right. Cortisol is a key factor. You got the late night snacking. This is what's killing your HGH. You can't keep making those stops back and forth into the refrigerator at 11 o'clock at midnight. You just can't do it. And then a lot of you aren't lifting weights. Yes, HGH will plummet if you do not lift weights. Lifting weights for us males is essential. It's an essential part of our lives. We have to resistance train. It's not just about aging. It's about habits, okay? If you fix your daily routine, you can literally make your body produce 3 to 5 times more HGH naturally. But let's talk about how, all right? So I said I'm going to give you guys 5 ways to actually skyrocket that HGH and get it at an all-time high. So this is what I want you to do. Forget the endless cardio, okay? Heavy compound lifts and even some HIIT training will trigger the biggest HGH spikes. All right, studies show that short, intense workouts like 30 to 45 minutes of heavy lifting can increase your HGH by up to 400% in men. The studies have already shown it. You want to focus on movements like squats, deadlifts, pull-ups, and sprints when we're talking about the cardio, the short burst. Go hard and then recover, but do not overtrain. Okay, that's the first thing I got for you. Training intense. All right, the second thing I got for you is let's call it a fast smart. All right, you need to fast smart. So intermittent fasting, which is something I do. Intermittent fasting is one of the most powerful HGH boosters on the planet. I'm speaking from experience. When you fast for 16 to 20 hours, your HGH can increase up to 500%. Why? And that's because fasting lowers your insulin and it raises your HGH to protect your muscle tissue. All right, you become insulin sensitive. If you're over 30 and your fasting is your cheat code let me say it like this. If you're over 30, Fasting is your cheat code for burning fat and keeping the muscle at the same time. Again, I was at work today and I was just talking to my guy about why I truly believe in the fasting method when it comes to eating. Because it's not always about what you're eating. It's sometimes about when you are eating and how you are eating. So I do believe firmly and wholeheartedly in the fasting method if we're talking about holding on to the muscle and burning the fat. All right, the third thing I have for you is sleep. You need to sleep like it's your job. All right, 80% of your HGH is released while you sleep, especially during the REM cycles. All right. I got to catch that later. 80% of your HGH is released when you sleep. All right. If you're up scrolling at night, midnight, you're just up scrolling on Instagram, TikTok, and you're only getting 5 hours of sleep, you're literally throwing away your body's best recovery weapon. You're throwing away prime sleep. You're throwing away those prime hours that you actually need. You need to be aiming for 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single night. You need to make your room dark, cold, quiet, and you need to lock in on your sleep and stop eating 3 hours before bed. Late meals actually suppress your HGH production. All right, so I say 3 hours before bed. I probably stop eating around 7 on an average, and I'm sleep eyes closed by 10 o'clock. All right, so for me, I think that is beneficial. So I'm going to say 3 hours is the minimum. All right, you don't need to eat 2 hours before bed, 2.5 hours before bed. You need to cap yourself at that 3 hour. Try your best. All of this is going to be you implementing these new protocols, and you got to try your best, and you got to just be consistent with it. All right, that was the third thing, your sleep. Now, the fourth thing you need to do in order for you to boost your HGH naturally is you need to eat for your hormones, not for your cravings. So every time you eat junk food or just spike your insulin, you block that HGH release. All right, you're blocking it. The maximum growth hormone, to maximize your growth hormone, you need to focus on high protein, healthy fats, and low sugar. All right, low sugar, and you need to time your carbs. All right, so mostly post-workout is going to be your most beneficial, especially for my guys out there who are going low carb, which I don't really like low carb, but if you're going low carb, post-workout is the best time. Healthy fats, you have to find the healthiest fats. You can catch it in your salmon, your olive oil, your avocados. And when we talk about protein, I'm always preaching 1 gram per pound of body weight, always. You don't want to snack all day. Every time you eat, your insulin rises and the HGH drops. Every time you eat, insulin rise, HGH drops. You got to space out your meals. All right. Now, the fifth thing, the last one I have for you, supplement smart. You need to supplement the smart way. This one right here is slept on a lot. Certain supplements naturally will support your HGH. The best combo. This is what I have for you. The best combo. All right. Zinc and magnesium. You might see it sometimes on supplements, ZMA, but zinc and magnesium are best for testosterone and recovery. You also have melatonin that's going to help put you in that deep sleep. And then you also have GABA, GABA. Find that. That right there is a stress reduction, and it helps to improve your HGA release. It is what it is. Arginine, that's a good one. Boosting your HGH is going to be key with these supplements. Zinc, magnesium, arginine, melatonin, and GABA. Try it out. It's not about stacking just a bunch of stuff. It's really just about creating the right internal environment for your body to do what it's designed to do. That's basically what it is. All right. And so now the last thing I want to talk about are the signs that your HGH is actually low. Because how do we actually know our HGH is low? Well, these are the signs. All right. So if you're wondering, if your HGH is low, your human growth hormone is low, look for these red flags, okay? You gain fat fast, especially around your midsection. You got that belly fat. You gain it extremely fast. You're always tired, all right? Fatigued. Recovery takes days. I mean, recovery, if you are practicing the proper protocols for recovery, it shouldn't take long. But obviously, as we get older, it will take longer. So if your recovery is taking days, your HGH is probably low. And then you're also losing strength. When you are losing strength, you're losing muscle mass, your HGH is low or decreasing. And then the last one, you just don't feel sharp mentally, right? Your mind is clogged. You just aren't there, right? You can equate that to having a low HGH. So if any of that is familiar with you, it's time to fix your daily habits. It's all about the habits. No supplement or shot can save you from a bad lifestyle. So you got to fix that first. So let's wrap this up. We've been in here too long, talking too long. Let's just wrap it up. Boosting your HGH naturally, you want to lift heavy and train smart. You want to use intermittent fasting, some type of fasting protocol. You want to sleep like a king. You have to eat to control your insulin. Stop the cravings. We need to eat to control the insulin, and we need to support the recovery with the right supplements. The supplements I gave you before, those are going to be the right supplements to help you with that HGH. If you do this consistently and your body doesn't cooperate, then you need to revisit this video and figure out what it is that you're missing, because you're missing something. Because when you do this consistently, your body will start to work for you, not against you. All right. You'll burn the fat faster. You'll build the lean muscle easier, and you'll just feel unstoppable. Okay. And now if you're ready to quit thinking about all of this and mind just being mind boggled down with all of this information, and you guys need someone to hold you accountable, that's what I'm here for. I have a 5-day quick start. The first link in my description box below. 5-day quick start. This right here is going to help just give you that boost. It's the first weeks of your workouts, your eating protocols. It's got some educational videos. I actually threw on boldness scenario. You have 6 days. All right. This is a 6-day quick start. And then after that, we'll do a 30-day shred. You'll lock in with me. We'll go one-on-one. We'll talk about it. We'll figure out what it is and how we can get you on that fastest track to take that dad bod and get you fit. And if you don't have a dad bod, you're just, let's call it what it is. You're just fat, or you're just out of shape. This program is for you. It's going to help you. All right. I need you to stop all the shortcuts. I need you to be smart about it and just use the science. The science is out there. I gave you enough science in this video to get you going. So appreciate you guys for rocking. I'm going to catch y'all guys in the next one. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Watch this video, because this one right here is for you. All right. Lock in.